Hello and welcome back to Tangible Investments. So I've been adding to the stack. As you can see, I have picked up some gold bars. Got a 1 gram Pamp here. And we've got a 2.5 gram Pamp. Very nice. And we got a 5 gram Pamp. So yeah. So why should you get gold bars instead of gold coins? Good question. I think the very first bit of gold I bought actually was a bar of gold. I think it was a 5 gram Pamp bar. And yeah, the reason I did that, I think I said in an earlier video, was just purely because I knew absolutely nothing about gold coins in any way, and I came to the conclusion that if I was going to spend some hard-earned money, that I wanted a way to verify it. And I saw that Pamp had this veriscan feature, and I just liked it. I liked the way it was up front and on the packet, and it was just there, and it seemed, legitimate. Download the app, and pretty simple really. You can verify that your bar of gold is real. Now, before I go into fake gold bars and all the rest of it, I just want to say a couple of reasons why. You might be saying, why would you waste your time on a 1 gram gold bar? It's just like nothing. Well, the price of gold at the moment, I think it's about, you're going to pay basically 55, 56, 60 pounds for a gram of gold. What's that, $70? I reckon we're going to see £100 a gram one day. And you've got to remember that not everyone can afford to enter the market. Some people will struggle, obviously, to spend £50 on a gram right now. What's it going to be like in 10 years' time? So I just came to the conclusion I want to build up some more, just a few. I want to get probably, I don't know, I'd like to get maybe 20 of each of these, just so you've got them in. I think they should be quite quick, easy to liquidate, and I think that it's no good just having, if you've just got nothing but gold sovereigns or Britannias or 1 ounce coins, that's a fairer whack. Yeah, of course, all things being relative, they're going to be worth megabucks in 10 years' time if gold prices keep on going the way they are. But the flip side of that is, when it comes to liquidating it, people entering the market in 5 to 10 years' time, you will make a good profit on some of these. So I don't think it's a bad thing. We've got to remember what's sort of, you could say peanuts for somebody to buy now, is going to be a big deal in 10 years' time. They're going to have to think, can they afford to spend? I mean, what are we looking at now? 2.5 grams of gold is about £130. What's that? $160, $70. That's a fair whack for some people to lay out. What if that's now $250, $300 in 5 years' time? You've got to take these things into consideration. Now, the reason I only choose Pamp is just because I thought, I have had some other bars. I've had the IGR gold bars, Noble Mint gold bars. I just didn't like the packaging. It looked, even though they were totally legit, it just looked amateur. They almost looked fake, even though they were real. And I thought that was just a bit gutting. It didn't really have a clear method to verify the fact that your bar was real. It was just a bit out of date, their whole, just the packaging, the production, obviously their technology. These other refineries, I just can't believe they've not caught on to Pamp's idea of having this simple upfront veriscan technology, something similar, and plastered it all over their packets. I will be, now, before I go any further, these are being ripped off and sold on eBay, and the fake ones that you'll see are extremely good. I mean, they would fool, the average person that knows nothing. There is a good website actually. If you go to Google and type in something like compare fake Pamp gold bars, somebody's put up all the information you need to know how you can spot the differences. It's generally quite subtle things, like you see the number there, C108074. Like the numbering is too short. On the Fortuna, the laurels on the top of her head aren't in the right position. Once you there's probably about half a dozen key things that just give it away instantly that it's fake, and the positioning of the lettering and things like that. Once you have an idea of what to look for, you'll be able to spot a fake one a mile away. And generally, you can look at the sellers and see their profiles. You got to be practical. If somebody's got 1,000 feedback and is a gold bullion dealer, and they're selling Pamp bars, and you probably are buying a real one. You see somebody pop on with 2 or 3 feedback, one item, and it's like 1,000. They only want $1,000 for like a 5-ounce bar. Then something's a bit dodgy. You just got to use a common sense. So the idea is, going back to the original point, was I like 1 grams because they're going to be easy to liquidate in 5 to 10 years time, I believe, to the people coming on, the broken generations that have got no money in this recession that we're going to go into now. When they come round to wanting to invest in gold, this is what they're going to be buying. This is what they're going to be coming and entering the market to, maybe. Not everyone's going to be able to stump up £500 for a sovereign, £1,000 for half a sovereign. Gives half a sovereign, half an ounce of gold. That is what we could be looking at. So yeah, anyway, just a quick video on the stack update, and let me know any thoughts. See you soon.